The old church stood on Egg Hill. It was a looming silhouette against the orange glow of the Halloween moon. The wind howled like a banshee, rattling the warped wooden window frames. Inside, a congregation of a dozen souls huddled together in the chilling air. They had come for the evening service. It was a night for hushed whispers and fearful glances. The air hung heavy with dread. No one dared speak of the chilling rumors surrounding their minister. The minister, a gaunt figure with eyes that burned with an unholy light, began the sermon. His voice resonated through the small chapel, each word dripping with a strange, unsettling fervor. He spoke of sacrifice, of unwavering devotion, and of a final, terrible reckoning. The congregation listened, their unease growing with each passing moment. The minister's gaze swept over them like a hawk eyeing its prey. He raised the silver chalice, a cruel parody of a smile playing on his lips. "Let us partake in this communion," he intoned, his voice echoing ominously off the stone walls. "A communion that will bind us together for eternity." The parishioners hesitated, a sense of wrongness settling over them. The sweet smell of wine, usually a comfort, now seemed cloying, suffocating. One by one, the parishioners stepped forward. They drank from the proffered chalice, their faces pale and drawn in the flickering candlelight. The minister watched, his burning eyes following their every move. Each swallow was a step closer to the abyss, a descent into a nightmare. They did not know it then, but they were drinking their death. The first to succumb was old Martha, her wrinkled hand flying to her throat as she crumpled to the floor. Then young Thomas, his face contorted in agony. Chaos erupted, the pews overturned as the realization dawned. They were poisoned. Screams filled the small church, bouncing off the walls and disappearing into the night. The minister stood apart from the mayhem, a look of grim satisfaction on his face. He had planned this night, orchestrated this horrific symphony of death. His congregation, blinded by their faith, had been nothing more than pawns in his twisted game. Now they would fuel his dark ascension. The next morning, the rising sun cast long, malevolent shadows over Egg Hill. A group of children, drawn by morbid curiosity and the whispers of the wind, approached the church. The door creaked open on rusty hinges, revealing a scene of unimaginable horror. Bodies lay strewn across the floor, their faces frozen in expressions of agony and betrayal. The children recoiled in terror, the image of the carnage searing itself onto their young minds. Whispers of the massacre spread like wildfire through the small town. The poisoned communion, the mad minister, the innocent souls lost. The story became a chilling legend passed down through generations. The church, now a macabre monument to the town's darkest hour, stood abandoned. The townsfolk avoided it, their fear a palpable entity that clung to the crumbling walls. Only the bravest souls, or perhaps the most foolish, dared to venture near Egg Hill after dark. Over the years, the legend of Egg Hill Church has become a local ghost story, told around campfires and at sleepovers. Some say the church is haunted by the victims, their tortured souls forever trapped within its walls. Others claim to have seen the ghostly figure of the minister, his eyes still burning with unholy fire, roaming the graveyard. Though many dismiss the tale as mere superstition, there are those who refuse to go near Egg Hill. They point to the unexplained noises emanating from the church, the flickering lights seen through the broken windows, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. The legend persists, a chilling reminder that even in the smallest, most idyllic of places, darkness can lurk around every corner. Whether the haunting of Egg Hill Church is real or simply a figment of the community's collective imagination is a matter of debate. But one thing remains certain. The legend has left an indelible mark on the town, a chilling testament to the power of belief and the enduring nature of fear itself.